Hi, my name is Emily Grant. I'm a Senior Public Affairs Manager with SoCalGas, and I am also on the board of the Orange County Chrysalis Advisory Committee. And I wanted to share with you today some thoughts I had about the people who have helped me along the way in my career. And the first thing that really occurred to me when I was thinking about what I wanted to say was that everybody needs help. Nobody I know have gotten to where they are today without somebody there to help them. Whether it was to motivate them or push them or give them the right opportunity, nobody can do it alone, including me. And so I'm really excited to talk about some of the people today who have helped me in my career and helped me get to where I am today. The first one is a woman named Lambert. I was in college. I had zero experience in politics or government affairs, which is my background now. I've been in that career about 20 years. And so I started when I was 18 years old and walked into my local congressman's office. I'm pretty sure I couldn't have told you what a congressman was or what they did other than what I had learned in high school government. Wasn't particularly interested in the topic, but did know that I wanted to build a strong resume. I knew what that word was. I knew that I needed a strong one to get a job. Not sure I had any idea of what I thought that entailed, but something I knew I needed and thought I wanted. So here I go walking into this office and go in there and ask if they need any interns. Does the congressman need any interns? And I meet a woman named Lambert. She was the field representative for Congressman Howard P. Buck McKeon at the time. He was the now retired congressman for the area in which I grew up, which was Santa Clarita. So walk on in and ask the question, and she basically says, yeah, sure, we do. Start folding these, and put me straight to work. And so I started folding letters, constituent letters. So when folks would write into the congressman's office, we would write them back and started folding up those letters so we could correspond to our residents and to the people who cared enough to write to us. And so started doing that work. But from there, eventually I went from folding those letters to writing those letters, learning about the issues that were important to my hometown, to my community, and learned about how the congressman felt about those issues and how it affected the choices he made when he was shaping policy or legislation or giving us a voice when he was in Washington, D.C. And it was Linda who really helped make that connection for me. She's the one who believed, hey, if you think you can fold the letters, try writing them. If you think you can, write a letter to a constituent, why don't you try a press release? If you think you can write that press release, why don't I put you on a plane to Washington, D.C. and see if you can write press releases there? She constantly gave me that opportunity. She saw something in me. We worked really well together. And always pushed me and motivated me. And without her giving me that one little break, my whole life would be different. The second person that comes to mind would be Jennifer Fitzgerald, who I'm still good friends with today. And she continues to believe in me and see things in me. She is a woman, she's a current city council member who I have maintained a friendship with, about 15, 20 years. But when I was living in DC, she convinced me to come home and work for her. And has always just pushed me and motivated me to be a little bit better than I was. And she's another person in my life who, without kind of forcing me sometimes to take that extra step or work a little harder, be a little bit more creative, figure out what I care about, figure out what I'm really passionate about. I would watch her and she was so passionate about women in the workforce and making sure women had a voice and even more than that, making sure women knew how to use that voice, that they were empowered. And that's something that's always stuck with me throughout the years. She was so passionate on that issue. And it made me think, well, what's my issue? What am I passionate about? And she really drove me to do that in a really genuine, sincere way. The last person who comes to mind who's really helped me is my current boss, Tina Javid. She continues to help me every day by supporting me, believing in me. Every time I think maybe something's a crazy idea or I can't do something or I'm not worth something or someone else should be the speaker here or it shouldn't be me, she tells me it should be me. And she does that not only for me, but for our entire team. And when I think about these three women and what they did for me and for my life, again, I just go back to I couldn't have done it without them. I couldn't be the woman I am, the mom I am, the friend I am, the wife I am, any of those things without those 3 women to help guide and support me and show me the way. And so I'll end with this, just a reminder that everybody needs help at one time or another. And an even bigger reminder that when you're past that tough point in your life and you've gotten the job you wanted, or you found yourself smooth sailing for just a second, don't forget to then be that helper and find the person who could use you for a second, because that's just as important, if not more important. We're never stuck in our circumstances for more than just a minute. And if you are somebody who's feeling down on your luck right now, and you're watching these PSAs and you're involved with Chrysalis, chances are you've already made that tough phone call. You've already taken the first step, which I promise you is the hardest one. So you have found your helpers. And when you're out of your situation, don't forget to be a helper to someone else. Thank you and have a great day.